guys, and welcome back to another holiday edition of Shelly's Homemade. And today we're going to be making some apple crisp. In my house, no holiday is complete without apple crisp. So I'm going to be making a large pan, and for holiday season, you can have this recipe, not do the whole thing, but I'm making a large pan, so that's what we're going to do. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make the crumb topping, get that out of the way. Just waiting on me for me to do everything else. So I have a bowl here, a medium bowl here. I have some brown sugar. I have 2 cups of flour. I have 1 stick of margarine and 1 stick of butter. You can use all butter or all margarine. It does not matter. It will not hurt this situation. So first thing we're going to do is combine our flour, our 2 cups of flour, like so, with 2 cups with 2 cups of light brown sugar. So we want to even, so to 1 cup of 1 cup of flour, you use 1 cup of brown sugar to achieve this crumb topping. 1, and since I got 2 cups, try not to make a mess. Right. I'm sorry. And 2 cups and a few crumbs. Alright. Remove this. Get this in a Ziploc bag. So store your brown sugar once you open it in a Ziploc bag or in an airtight container, because it will harden up on you. But I have a trick for that. If it does harden up on you, what you do is get you some bread and stick it in that airtight container, and the moisture that your brown sugar took on will go into the bread. Your bread is going to be hard like rock, and all that air and moisture is going to go right into that bread, and it's going to soften your brown sugar. That's just a tip. Alright. Anyway, so we're going to go in with the butter. And to every, so if I was just using 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of brown sugar, I would only have used 1 stick of butter or the margarine. Alright. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to make it easier to cut. And if you don't have one of these, use your hand or use a fork. It will achieve the same thing. Or you could just stick it in a food processor or a blender, and it will come out the same way. Again, I don't feel like cleaning all of that stuff. You know, I can throw this into the dishwasher. You know, all the other stuff I gotta wash by hand, dry it out, put it away, fight with cords. And somebody out there talking about I'm being lazy. Yes, you're not the one in here cleaning my kitchen. Alright. Go in here and just keep going until it looks, oh well, how about this? I'll do this first. I'm going with my hand to show you guys how to get that done with your hands. Go ahead and just smash it together. Just make sure your hands is clean and dry. So I should have got a bigger bowl. And see how it was just doing? And it's kind of quicker than actually using that thing. And you just want to get it all mixed in and incorporated. Make sure your butter is nice and cold, because the heat from your hands will melt that butter. So just try to make sure it's like cold or frozen. Look at that. I prefer my hands. Alright. There we go. Come in here. Work it from the bottom. There it is. Your crumb topping. And you come in here, get this off. These things are sharp, so watch your fingers. You can do it with a knife. Go in and get it. Just make sure you just get that butter incorporated with that flour, just like I'm doing. Alright. Now my crumb topping is done. I want it to look like this. It's kind of a dough, but it's not. I remember the first time I made this for my family, and it was like it had to be. I had made it for a Sunday dinner. And it was like when I asked what you guys wanted to do about the menu for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, always had apple crisp on it. So, and apple crisp is supposed to be a dessert, but in my house, it's a side dish. They like to eat it with their ham, turkey. They just like to get it in honey. Alright. So, I'm going to get my mess cleaned up, and I'll be right back to show you to do next. Okay guys, so I have 13 Granny Smith apples. So I'm going to show you how to do 4 of them. So I just take this in, just like this, pull this core out. So I'm going to show you 2 this way and then 2 using a knife. Okay? Sometimes with these apple peelers, you got to go in there and get rid of that. I don't peel my apples because I just don't. Peel on it. And when they big like this, just cut it down like that. I'm just going to put it right into my pan. Just like that. Like I said, I'm going to show you 2 this way. And then 2 the other way. Alright, hold on. Try to get closer to the middle as you possibly can. I don't understand what's going on. Oh, there we go. Acting like it wasn't trying to do what I needed it to do. Then I try to come in, cut, already small. And when they huge pieces, just cut them in half. It's still gonna have some of the core left in there. Just come in with your knife, cut them in half. Alright, just like that. Let's get rid of these. And I know you guys don't want to see me cut up 13 apples on camera. So, do it like this. Cut right down the middle. And then right here like this. Go in on an angle. And get that core out. And then slice it to your desired thickness. Like so. And then just cut them up. Let the core out. And then just slice it. Not everybody got fancy tools, you know. If you want to peel that skin, you can. I don't. That's just my preference. Angle, here, cut. Angle, cut. Slice in half, angle, cut. Same thing, angle, cut. Cut the core out. Slice up your apples, just like so. And just keep doing this until all of your apples are cut. Alright, and I'm going to be right back with a pan full of apples. Alright guys, so we're back, and I have my apples here. I have my apples here all chopped up. I had to go in and get some more apples, and all I had was the red ones. Doesn't matter. I used 5 more apples. 5 more apples because my pan was looking kind of, suspect. So we're going to go in with some lemon juice. And I like to put the lemon juice on first and stop the browning process of my apples. And I like to go in with a couple, maybe probably 1/4 of a cup. Then I go in and I just kind of mix it around. That also helps with any apples that's sticking together. Alright, so I'm going to go in and mix quite a few times. After everything, I'm going to go in and mix. So we're going in with some sugar. And this is 1 cup. 1 cup of sugar for 17 apples. Go in. And go in with some vanilla. A tablespoon vanilla. Again, go in and mix. Mix, mix, mix. Alright. Mix. We're going in. We're going to go in with some lemon extract. Not much. Like a teaspoon of some lemon extract. Maybe a 1/2 teaspoon. I don't want too much of that. Mix. Try to get everything coated in here. And I'm doing this right inside my pan. Like, you want to do it in a bowl, go ahead. holiday. I'm trying to make it everything as easy as possible for you guys on the holidays. So we're gonna go in 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon and about a teaspoon of nutmeg. Go in, mix, mix, mix. Everything will be fully distributed throughout. Alright. So when I come back, I'm going to add that crumb topping. Okay, so let's add that crumb topping. I'm just going to use my hand. I'm just going to get it and just pull it right on top. And try to distribute it first before you try to put a whole bunch in one spot. That will prevent you from having to make more. Try to figure out what you're going to do. This is a very big pan. And if you're having a lot of guests over, I would say this is what you're trying to do. And if you don't want to make apple pies and all of that stuff, you can use this as a dessert and make it that way. You don't have to have a side, make it a side dish like me. This is actually a dessert. You know, you make it with ice cream if you like. Okay. So I'm gonna get this into a 375 degree oven for about an hour 15. I'll be back. Alright, this apple crisp smells so amazing. Look at it. It's been caramelized and look, juices and everything. Oh, the crumb topping, I'm going to go in and grab some to the side. Look at the apples. Are so soft and tender. Wow. This thing is piping hot. Piping hot. So. Okay. Right, you get that crunch from the top end, so it has great texture. You get the softness from the apple, the sweetness. You get the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the vanilla, all of that good stuff. Alright guys, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day, and I'm going to see you in the next video.